Oh, where do we start? Week 1. We've survived. Week one, we made it.
Jansen's on his phone. Jansen's like perusing.
Networking. No, Jansen's networking.
No, because we got to clear up what networking is.
Okay, yeah. We really have to clear up what networking is.
I've gotten in trouble from other
Really?
people. I've gotten people
I'm
going,
in the
so
middle
you're
of getting in trouble.
You're networking at Adelaide Fringe.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, networking means going to the artist bar and getting shit-faced.
Networking is a way to go and have some fun.
Yes, exactly.
But because of how
weird. You got to word this better.
I know
Cody.
how
You're
we're wording it is like right now. Jansen is networking.
He's networking.
I am networking.
There's many terms of networking. Of course, let's just relay where this message is coming from the top. Networking is us at the Schmada, which of course is the artist bar. But we went.
Yes.
We did.
I went to the
Hold the microphone
first
to
time.
your mouth.
I went to the artist bar.
Whoa.
No edits.
There is no edits.
I went to the artist bar for the first time.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you haven't. But you never got to go.
It was way cooler than I thought.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
And
been
Merrick
before.
was there too.
Merrick
You and
went too.
Merrick.
It was our first time,
That's it,
and it was
yeah.
really cool because like
No one ever forgets their first time.
No
You'll
one
never forget
you
your first
always
time.
remember me first.
you'll never forget your first time at the Schmada Bar. Like really cool. It's just a bunch of artists, a lot of alcohol, bit of fun. Everyone around. It's a safe place. Really cool, safe environment.
We told you that
thanks-
last year. Like, you
I
should
know.
have
This
came
is
last
this
year.
is
should
gonna
have
be
came.
the elephant in the room artist bar podcast.
Yeah, well, we need to
It's
talk about
not-
the artist bar.
So if anyone wants
can
to
we
know
talk about
what
the
room,
start of the artist bar though?
Yes.
Because of that entry, that really really cool entry.
Yes.
Into the artist bar
Yes.
through the gin bar.
Did you go through?
I
that?
walked through there.
Yeah, she
I
said
walked
so
in.
we got
Which is funny.
Move along, boys.
Yeah, we got told
move along.
you're not allowed in there, and we had the sashes.
That's
so
why.
if you remember in the first podcast, we said they're going to see our sash, as Rikki said, big dick energy, and say just head on in. But instead, she
No.
goes no, and I said to the lady, I said, but I've got a sash, and she just goes, oh, who told you about this entry? And we're like, we're artists, and she goes, oh, just go through. So that was our big surprise entrance. So she didn't hear the video.
After
clip.
we'd entered, we just had like 30 people all turn around and go.
gasp. Oh, there was a gasp.
Mate, the
was
sashes,
audible.
the sashes were amazing.
Yeah.
Like they were a massive hit.
Because the lights, I think, hit them at the right angle, Rick.
but also the
People
suits,
were like shielding their eyes.
you
It was
had
actually
the suits, you had the everything.
Yeah.
Everything looked like formal. Everything was like, oh my god, these
No,
guys
it
are
is.
somebody.
That's all we went out of the artist
And
bar.
we're nobody.
No, exactly right.
We're absolutely nobody. We've also named the artist bar like the moon. There's Chuff Hill,
Chuff Hill.
Comedians Corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, Comedians Hill, Chuff Corner. I'm scared to say the next part, but we've got Buskers and Sound and Lighting Alley.
Yeah. So
We've got
Buskers and
Emmeline
Sound and Lighting
Corner.
sit on a fine line.
They're in between the Comedians and Chuff
An
Hill.
entrance. Yeah.
And then the entrance, we've got the bar. We've got bathrooms, which I think we're calling Mag Corner.
Mag Corner.
No,
Magnesium-
We need a good name.
Oh, Magnesium Lane, because in the Masters there's Magnolia Lane.
Yeah.
So we're going to call that Magnesium,
Magnesium
Lane.
Lane.
But you got dry hands.
Yeah,
Or
a lot of mag.
stuffed nose.
Again, a lot of
Lots
mag
of
in the
mirrors.
artist bar.
There's mirrors everywhere, but the
lot of
mirrors
mirrors.
aren't like on the wall. They're like down on the table.
Yeah.
Horizontal mirrors.
Yeah.
horizontal
It's
mirrors.
It was
like-
weird.
Maybe if you got to
oh,
check like
Very
between-
very clean mirrors.
Oh, well, they're clean constantly every few
Yeah.
minutes, like in zebra stripes.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very weird.
So this podcast has been turned so much into talking about the artist bar.
This
That-
whole podcast
the
is the artist bar.
The elephant
Elephant in the Room is the official podcast of the
elephant
artist
in the
bar.
room. If you ever want to know what room the elephant is in, it's
the
the artist
artist
bar.
oh, it's
Schmada
definitely
Schmada.
the artist bar.
Yeah, it's a smarter smart.
It's an outdoor room, but
I also think
It
Schmada
has a-
Schmada
it
is
has a
catching
tent,
on.
so it's got a roof.
Schmada is
Schmada Schmar is working.
Schmada Schmar's catching
People
on.
need to learn how to
Merrick's
spell.
calling it that.
Yes, Merrick's calling it. Jesse's even
Yeah.
starting to call it.
Yep.
Schmada Schmada is catching on. I think the goal is to get the rest of Fringe saying Schmada Schmada.
I think.
And
I don't think we'll get him to do it though.
Watch me.
I reckon.
Watch us. Week
if
one.
anyone could try, if anyone could achieve
Week
it,
one.
it'd be you.
Week one.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were leaving?
Just from the last week of like bullshitting everyone.
We're quite what's the word where like people follow? What's the word? We're influencing. Technically, we're influencing
Technically
at the artist bar. At one point, I had everyone in the palm of my hand. The power we had with those sashes. I just kept walking up to people and saying, "Thanks for the chat. I'll see you next Sunday." And they would talk to me like we've been speaking. Did you not notice that? Oh, you didn't really see. We were networking in different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
was on a
I
tangent.
walked in and I go, okay, I'm not leaving Cody's side because if I see anyone sees me wearing this on my own, I'm gonna look like an absolute idiot. So I go.
Instead, the polar opposite happens.
And then I've walked in, seen people that I knew, and I'm like, "Oh, Cody, I'm just gonna talk to these guys. I'll talk to you soon." And then obviously I say to talk to people that I knew. Meanwhile, if I just like look around, I see Cody zigzagging around the artist bar.
He was darting back and
talking
forth.
to any person,
Networking.
male, female, anything,
Yes.
just anyone and everyone, all
Yes.
inclusive.
Yes,
everything.
inclusive.
That's called
And
networking.
he was getting his name out there, and that's good.
The
He probably
show's
got like
name?
20 more.
The
He
show's
got
name?
20 more probably Instagram followers that night.
At least. So
I maybe got one.
what worked? Well, okay, pros and cons of the sashes. Pros. Every single person recognized this. Con. The double-sided lanyard. I think we could get in trouble for faking an artist pass.
No.
Okay.
We do what we want.
Well, okay, good point. But I do
That's the
think
point of
we
the
might
sash.
get in trouble with that. And the other con is, instead of a double-sided artist pass, that needed to be a QR code because
Yeah.
it's just easier. It's quicker.
That's next.
Way more efficient.
That's week 3 things.
That's
Yeah.
definitely week 3 things.
Yeah.
or
that was a
maybe
week
year-
one.
Yeah, not week 1. You know, week 1 the prototype.
Yeah. I mean,
You're working at the
landed.
kinks.
It
Definitely
landed.
working at the kinks.
Jensen, your lanyard also got like your regular lanyard. That turned heads.
I had the sequin lanyard. And
Yeah,
that
it turned
was
heads.
Pretty good. Yeah.
It did
I had
well.
a couple of people ask if they could have it, and I said specifically only if I can have your garden pass.
That's
Wow.
is that a
So
fair
Jansen
trade?
was networking.
Is that a fair trade?
I believe it's a fair trade. Although I did say to somebody the other day, I won't mention names of who I was talking to, but I was talking to them and I said, hey, you know.
Oh, was when you were talking to that guy called Steve.
Yeah, that guy called
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah, definitely. No, and I said, look, if you've got a spare garden pass, like the lanyard, and
Oh, dear.
she or he was just like, maybe I
Now,
do.
is that more powerful than our sashes?
Now, I did say to
Garden or gluttony?
Garden.
Both.
Both,
See,
really.
that's the thing. But then I also said, look, you know, I can give you an exclusive infamous pass. And she's like, what does
To
that get
my
me?
bedroom.
Well, she goes, what does that get me? And I said, it gets you
Okay,
exclusive
so Rikki,
content at
the more
Infamous.
Jensen talks, we're finding out the person. So now we know it's a she.
yeah.
Keep talking, Jensen.
But he did say,
Good throw, good throw.
they did say that they
So
would
it's a
like
they.
the infamous one.
It's it's a human.
It's some.
Um,
well, do you know?
I think if we rank week 1 artist bar lanyards, us with the sashes. Second, I'd just put the garden. Third, I'd put our regular lanyard, then gluttony. What about these new NRMA Adelaide Fringe ones?
Oh my god, they look good.
Yeah, but they're everyone gets them.
Okay.
Mabel had one.
Oh,
And she's
no.
she's not even working.
Where do you
podcast,
get
we're
them
not naming
from?
names.
So they must.
Yeah, I
be
still
the-
want one.
So I think you get them for free. Anyway,
I still
They
want
might
one.
be at the box office.
but no,
At the box.
in the artist bar, infamous sashes number 1.
Yes.
Number 2 is the gluttony ones because
Gluttony
you're in-
still?
because you're in the gluttony.
That's the
It's the
gluttony-
gluttony
yeah, it's the
artist.
gluttony
Did I
bar.
tell you?
The garden is fucking rock bottom.
Yeah, good point. Good point, Rick. Okay, good point.
Gluttony, then
Couldn't be
infamous,
further down.
infamous rhinestone,
Yeah.
infamous
NRMA,
non-rhinestone.
then the garden.
Yeah,
The
and
free
then-
NRMA ones.
yeah.
Can I just say, night 1 before we debuted the sash, I went to the Schmartish bar, not the Artish bar, like a regular bar. Sorry, I shouldn't have said Schmartish. Just a regular Schmar. And ordered a drink using my gluttony. Remember, I've got a gluttony lanyard from last year. Do you remember?
yes.
And I got a beer, Cooper's beer. Guy turns, cracks it, hands it to me, he goes, it's all
Yeah.
good. We'll throw it on out there. Yeah, we'll throw.
So, and now a word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Club
Our
Curious.
show, we're going to mention our show at all?
Yeah, no, it was a great.
Good
we done a
weekend.
good first weekend was great. You know, the weekday shows are always a bit rough. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that as a performer. Getting through those is like more just for the sake of doing it. Really, what?
Yeah. It's a warm up.
It's a warm up.
It's a
You know,
warm-up
this
week,
weekend, today's
yeah.
Friday. We're going to be getting like probably about 400, 500, maybe 600.
Yeah, show tonight's going to be
Pretty-
great.
pretty
Yeah, well,
good.
Saturday
We're gonna have
night's
a
looking
vibe.
at 400 already.
Bang.
So
We're
that's
gonna have
good.
a vibe in there tonight, so it's gonna be really good. But yeah, you know, everything's going well.
You know, the
Nothing's
coolest
going
thing
too
I've-
crazy yet, which is good.
I was trying to look for a gag, but the coolest thing that I've found talking to people after is they'll say they watched the show last year. And it's kind of cool because I feel like we're up in it.
Yeah, we're not. Maybe
We've
the show
changed it a bit.
The idea of the show is the same,
Yeah.
and everyone gets the same vibe. There's still a few similar things that keep people nostalgic or whatever.
Well, here's the thing: is
But
that the
the
only,
show's gotten good.
the only thing that's really changed, like Ian's new to obviously doing the comedy, but apart from that, nothing else has changed. We've got
Well, we got to no. The
2 or
male
3 new
strips
acts.
new.
Yeah, but we had a male strip last year.
I'm in now. I mean, I did the
Yeah,
last
true.
weekend, but
You done the
I'm in
last weekend, and then me and Ricky done the wheel the last weekend. But the wheel was fine right up until there, and then it was different catching. So Pepe was in the first week in 2 days or something like that, and then I started catching.
But the new male
knife throwing is in.
Knife throwing's in.
Knife throwing's new.
I think it's different.
different enough that it's
It is-
I
keeping
think-
them, it's
yeah.
keeping them interested.
And okay, I don't know whether this is gonna have to get cut out because probably
These are my favorite stories. Whenever we open with, I don't know if this needs to be cut out. These are my favorite
But-
stories.
Yeah.
I had multiple people come up to me on like a Tuesday night. So Tuesday night is like probably the slowest night. And multiple people came up to me and said, "This is the best show I've seen. I've
Yeah.
come to Fringe for 10 years and this is the best show I've
Yeah.
ever
Why are
seen."
we
at
cutting that?
Fringe."
Ricky, we're opening with that. Why are we cutting that out?
So that's because what if
that-
the rats go, "No, my show that we roll around on the
Right
floor
away.
wearing fucking khakis."
Right away. Okay, so that's a cut.
They do a great job.
That's a cut. From the podcast, I've been clipping all my favorite bits. The only bit I haven't clipped that is my favorite bit is where we compared Gom to the equivalent of trying anal.
Anal.
Now, which is Gravity and Other Myths. They're contemporary style shows.
They got that 10,000 hours, eh?
Now,
Yeah, they use like 2 floodlights.
the only problem.
They use like 2 floodlights.
Now
for
the
their
only
show.
problem with my thing
We
is
do that at Stardust, and like we use floodlights at Stardust, and that's you guys aren't using real lighting. They're out there. No, it's contemporary.
they're only
That's
like-
what I'm going to start doing.
Now
no,
I'm
the
playing it,
floodlights in the flying act is contemporary.
we're not like. No, I'm defending this joke because a certain person here won't name names, but Merrick came up to me and said, "Are you sure that could have been on the podcast?" And I said, "Merrick, this was not done. Like, I think it's comedy, but I think it's real. I think we should, as traditional people, should go try it once. Go watch a Gom show to enjoy it." But my problem with the whole Gom thing is I forget that Ashley's coming to visit me and all her friends are in the show.
Oh, right.
So that's going to be exciting to meet them. It's already a good start.
And Cody's just sitting there going, I would much prefer to be copying
Now-
anal.
Right now, I would rather be taking it. But what I'm actually excited is to defend our honor, defend the joke, because of course it's a bit, we're being funny. But I would like to introduce them, and I actually want to play them the clip in person.
Yeah.
And just say, this is funny, right? So we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah, I'm
Rick,
sure,
I think
I'm
you're a
sure it'll
comedic
go
genius.
down very well.
I miss like making the podcast and running them by Merrick first and just making sure everything's safe to go online. I haven't been doing that a lot. It's way more fun. I like telling him afterwards. And it's like a fun game because I don't tell Merrick to listen anymore.
You get to see his
So it's a
facial
fun game
expressions.
just going, he hasn't heard it yet.
So there's no sessions of 10,000 hours or the mirror that we can watch.
Oh no. Anyway, so we're weeks because last year was a year run up leading up to the lanyards. I want this to start now, so it's a year and 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do next year that ups the sashes?
Full cloaks.
Cloak.
Like
Wait, what do you mean
full-on
cloak?
Cloak, like a fucking wizard cloak. 100%.
Dumbledore.
Okay.
Yes,
Kane.
like wizard
okay.
cloaks, man. That'd be fucking.
No, I was thinking hats. Do we do hats?
wizard hats.
Hats?
Wizard's hats.
Or
But hang on, no, stop.
Because they say that the normie people are muggles,
Yeah.
so we are wizards.
we go as muggles. Oh no, opposite of muggles.
Wizards.
Okay, so wizard. Okay.
Here's the thing, though, with Fringe, we've got to remember is that we're trying to stand out. If we're doing stuff like that, it's not going to stand out because we will fit in. The sashes stood out.
Okay.
Because there's rhinestones.
Now, yes.
They're not a pair of khaki jeans.
Now, I've just thought of something and it could be genius. I think at the artist
This year
bar,
we did the sashes. So what's next
to
year's
stand out. Well, I just thought of it when you said we need to stand out. I heard stand up.
Whoa.
Now, what do you think about stilts? So
I
we
mean-
look down on everybody.
Wow.
That-
no,
that's-
just really. Okay.
Still.
That's kind of a big power move, is looking
If
down
we
on
get
everyone.
3 foot stilts, 3 foot
Thing
stilts,
is,
they have to look up to us.
I can already tell you now, security will not let you in.
We're just tall. We're inferior.
Yeah, not,
Wait,
not,
inferior?
not like
No,
not
we're
like,
superior.
not like 6 foot still.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a foot at least.
Yeah, like a
Just,
foot or
no,
two.
no, no, just enough that everybody has to look up to
Yeah.
us.
So like, well, I mean, mine will have to be a bit longer than yours.
yours
Yeah,
will
well,
have to
yours,
be like
you
3
might have
feet.
to actually use 6 foot still. I just
And
want
then
everyone to look
extra-
up to
and then the
us.
sashes have to be really
Longest-
long,
yes.
so that they
Yeah, yeah.
drape on
Oh, well,
the
that's what I was
floor.
thinking.
With the cloak.
So it's either cloak or
train
stilt
cloak,
right
like
now.
Honestly,
everyone that's watching
Wizard
this,
hats.
that's an artist, must be shaking in their boots right now.
They have no idea what's coming.
They-
Boots. What are those space boots where you can jump? You know
That's
those
all
Oh,
I
the
space
think
spring
boots?
moon
stilts. Yeah,
boots.
yeah.
Moon boots.
Moon boots.
Yeah.
I think we do infamous moon boots.
Ooh.
I like the idea that everyone has to look up to us and we look down on everyone.
If anyone from the artist bar is listening, I
need
get
your insight.
it's charging outside. If outside the artist bar, yeah, charge whatever the fuck you want. But the
Yeah.
artist bar on the Sunday night, seriously, make the drinks a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the artists here that are like
And hot
struggling
food.
to make
I hope
money.
they hear that hot food bit
Yeah.
that we did
They
on the
got
last
sandwiches again
podcast.
the last year.
Yeah, no, but like tenders, Jansen. It's
Yeah,
not hard to get a
tenders was good,
$50
yeah.
air fryer. It's really not hard.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, there's so many artists coming in now. Like, that's a lot
It's
for them.
them
to
making
do.
money. I'm not saying hand them out for free.
Oh no, they'd have to sell. Yeah.
Oh, do we do the pool party? We were the
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
So-
I just
party,
thought
yeah.
about
I
it.
completely forgot about that. That's another
Um,
week one.
Kayla Mags, radio station Fresh
Absolutely
92.7.
amazing people.
It's our annual Kayla Mags
It
interview,
is, it is,
Jansen
man.
and I.
We done it last year, and
did it last year, now
Last
we're
year's
here.
one was good with the launch of the hard lemonade. Remember?
That was actually sick.
That
And
was
because you
really,
couldn't
really
drink
cool.
alcohol before
I
the show,
could not
I
drink, 'cause
could.
You weren't.
I
working in the show.
wasn't in the show, so I was just teasing you all day.
Oh, it was.
And then
bullshit.
we did the finale. They did the finale. Walked down the stairs, and I gave Jansen
Yeah,
his
yeah. It was
hard-earned,
great.
hard-earned third. Good pod, boys. Week 1.
Good stuff.
Yeah, week one's good.
I can't wait for week 2. I think week 2 is going to be. Week 3 is always the highlight.
Yes.
Week 3
Week
is
three-
the highlight. Week 2
so-
is the run.
okay, so last time we talked about-
next week.
Yes.
You said
Big one.
last time we said about being like how far in we are. I think.
Oh, we said tip.
Yeah,
we said tip
I
last
don't-
week.
I actually almost think preview week was just a little playing on the outside.
No, I think preview
now
week
we're
was
tip.
boobies.
Yeah, we're like tip in
I think
now.
preview week
week
was boobies.
3 is
Week-
is in there. And then week 4 is like I feel like it's about to happen.
Week 4
and
is
then
just
and then
following
week
you
5
around,
is week
wanting
5
child
is
support.
week 5 is week 5 is week 5 is
18
touring
years.
out and running.
18 years.
Yeah.
And then
Week
and then
5 is a 2-year-old.
Canberra is oh god, what have I done?
What have I done? Yeah, yeah.
After also everyone look at my socks.
That's going.
Oh, that's insane. Do you know
Dude.
how many people whinged about like on
Yeah.
the top? They
No,
look
no, it's
great.
okay.
They look like great socks.
Ricky, you are not a struggling artist in the fringe.
Wait,
But you can
Cody,
tell he's-
Cody,
he's
you can blur
hiding
this,
them.
right?
Oh,
Blur
that's
that. Blur that. If you want to pay, you got to pay me for that.
Okay, people just listening to the audio. Ricky,
That's going on to Feet Finder.
Oh, yeah.
we
people-
got so many comments about Ricky's socks in the first 2 podcasts of Adelaide Fringe that now you can tell it's getting to him because he's hiding the bottom of his socks. But it is just
It is
it's a mess.
disgusting, dude.
It's pretty bad.
Seriously, go to Kmart, go buy some.
pretty bad.
You are not a struggling artist. You are from a wealthy circus family, all
pretty
right?
bad.
Very rich history.